loud.
It is.
I said, Mom, if it was something major, I'd let you know, but I don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
When the sun shines on the mountain and a new day is on the run, it's a new day, it's a new day, and the sun is on the rise.
Put in my name.
Pull up Paloma Blanca. I'm just a bird in the sky. La Paloma Blanca. Over the mountains I fly, and no one can take my freedom away.
Some of the stuff that you're going to be using on these shelves,
I already have it.
I know that. But listen.
Okay, so starting the planning on my office, or in my office, we're taking the old bookshelf shelving pieces that we had at the other house that are 8 feet long, and we're gonna chop them in half because I want the shelving to be about 3.5 feet high right here. And the reason I want it like that is because I want it to be 3.5 feet high, span the length of the wall almost to the other bookshelf, but I want a gap so that I could set my Cricut up here, my laminator, like my Cricut pins, anything like that that I don't use with all the other supplies in the office, and I don't really have another place for it. It's gonna be perfect up here now. So I have me a little, it will be a long shelf with a solid top, and then a gap here to the IKEA baskets. So we're gonna see how this goes. We have a lot of other pieces that we're gonna use to piece into the shelving for actual shelves that we can adjust and stuff. So I think we have more than enough supplies. I think it'll turn out great, and it'll be totally functional for all of my fabrics and stuff like that.
Just one small hit. Are you ready? The hammer is waiting for you.
Hey, if I catch up to you.
Thank you.
I bent over to get the ball bounced off, hit me in the head, and it both of them.
Chances are I'm gonna miss this. Good job, bud. Yes. 300.
Huh?
300. so I thought I'd share a quick little update with you. Like I said, starting off with that piece right there, that is a like twig star that I just threw some leaves onto. I don't know, still not feeling that area, but it'll happen when it happens. Whatever's supposed to go there will find its way there. So I found these really cute dispensers at Five Below yesterday, and the awesome thing was it says that they were $5, and then it said it was 50% off of that, so it should have been $2.50, but they actually scanned or rung up for $2 a piece. They are huge, hold a ton of product, and it's exactly the kind of dispenser I've been looking for this area. I have a ton of the glass dispensers for drinks and stuff, but the spouts were always way too high, and you couldn't get a lot of the product out, and I just couldn't see myself doing that because that just felt like it was going to be more high maintenance, because it's quite a bit of product that gets stuck at the bottom. You got to tilt it forward and all that. Well, the cool thing about this is that they are very clean line, not at all food related, so that is really nice. You don't have fruit or anything on it, even though it'd be cute. It's just not what I was looking for my laundry room, because if I wanted to add a label later on, I didn't want to have to put it over fruit and all that stuff. So that was one big thing. The second big thing was the spout needed to be low, and this thing is as low as it gets. It actually has an indentation down there that actually sends the fluid down into the spout. So you're gonna get every drop of product out of this thing without having to move it or adjust it or anything, and that is just awesome. And they sit perfect in this little space right here. We did give it a little lift because I didn't like the fact that the spout was kind of sitting on here. I didn't want it to, you know, just damage it over time with the weight of the liquid, because liquid is very heavy. So we just added a little board in there, and I'm actually going to stain that today. And these are just awesome. I'm so excited. And then with the King Dollar detergents, we got these convenient little cups, because we actually put all of those detergents, or most of them, into a container for dry product. So I am so excited about this. It was almost like Jesus just said, here you go, now you can finally have the dispenser you've been looking for and waiting for. And so thank you, Jesus, because now I am happy, and he knows how to make me happy. Anyway, there's that. And I still have not done the granite grip. I don't know, I just can't get myself to do it yet for whatever reason. I don't know. This is what it's looking like in this area over here. I am in the middle of cleaning, so stuff is like all out of the way. That's my coffee from today. I've shown you most of that. So what we've done different, oh look, this is where I put my little $3 or $2 and change man mirror. He looks so cute up there, I love him. But this is what me and the hubby did. These were the same boards that we used for that wall, where you told you guys are like $4 and change for 7 or 8 foot board, and then they kind of like interlock with each other like that. So it makes it very nice and straight line. The seam is super simple to keep straight. It's just really awesome. This is going to be our folding table, and I had this cart that I couldn't find where to put in the house, so we just mounted it to the top, and now we have a folding table, and it does have brakes, so when you don't want it to roll, it doesn't roll. So I am super excited. I'm gonna stain this. Now the hubby did want me to try to stain it and see what it looked like first, like that with the stripes. I don't know, because I feel like it's gonna kind of distract one from the other. We're gonna see. I'm gonna do it first with the stripes, and then if I don't like it and I want it more solid, I will then do the whole thing in between the grooves and have a solid wood stained piece. And then I will urethane it after. So for now, that's what we have here. And then I did a little cleaning back here. So we have our vacuums. This is our little utility area. That was the whole point in putting up the calyx wall, so that we could have a little space that we walk into. I actually have an extra curtain, and the hubby was telling me to put a shower curtain rod up there, one of the tension rods, and then have the curtains, the sheer curtains, hanging down. So we're gonna try that. I just don't know how long it is in between. We will see, but there is the little area back here. We don't have much mounted right now. Right now, the tools that we use for inside the house are upstairs, because we were doing my office. We have just our little free Harbor Freight tools. Like, it costs nothing to get them, so that was awesome. Now we can have them on hand. I have my gloves. I get these from the 99-cent only store because I do a lot of staining and stuff, and I wear through them very fast because that stuff does eat through the latex after a while. And it's a full peg board. I did put these two little Rubbermaid things here. I might get more, I don't know. I have plenty that I got from King Dollar a long time ago. I added some hooks up here for the mop or extra mop and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna be adding another hook here. Now, we need a new broom. Through this whole moving process and all that, our broom is like toe up. So now I gotta get a new broom, which is fine with me because I get to get one that matches and not blue. So that's it for this little back utility area right now. I'm really not that focused on this space. I kind of want to get everything else done first. Hey, shoes off, mister.
Okay.
Boogie, do you like your boots?
I kind of look like Daddy outside.
Yeah.
Mom,
What?
can I go to your restroom?
Why you gotta use the restroom?
Yeah,
Go.
he's about to poop his pants.
Boogie.
He told me.
He told you.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's where we're at right now, guys. Everything is pretty much still just as it was. It's pretty straight, pretty clean, considering we actually go through this stuff like every day. You know, we're always reaching for something. So it's a very nice space down here, and this is what it looks like from this angle. Of course, like I said, I'm cleaning, so stuff is just a little out of order, and then I'll come back to you guys and show you a little bit of what the table looks like after I stain it. Hey, you gotta throw the ball down first. Okay, now go.
He's not doing this.
Go get it, baby. Good job. Good job, dude.
He's got his ear like this.
I know. He got it, let him do it.
Get it?
Try again.
Kick, kick, kick.
Oh my God.
You got it.
Good job.
You got it that time, right? Woo!
He's laying on the bottom of the pool. Boogie. Dude.
Woo! Oh, you missed. Hey, Blake.
Hi, baby.
Oh, Susie baby. What is that? What is that? Alright guys, so it is official. I finally have a fully functional, clean, organized office again. How excited am I? So there are a few pieces of things that need to be done still. Not much, just a few, I wouldn't say decor, but probably storage pieces, which are stacked up right there ever so nicely. Not the shelf thing. I've actually been using that as like a small ladder or a step stool, but those pieces there is all that's left for this room, and I am so excited to have a space again. So amazing. So we are going to be putting up curtains, even though the view is gorgeous. Check it out. We are going to be putting up curtains though, because it gets fairly warm, and we are like midsummer here, so That's one of the big things that need to be done. And then of course the lighting, the wires and stuff have to be cleaned up. I just put the lights up yesterday, so we haven't had time to do that. And then I have the little remote light thing to turn these lights on and stuff like that. And this is what it is looking like, guys. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. So I have already started piecing together a whole junk journal theme, and I can't wait to get that done. So if you want to get an idea of how this all started, I sketched up 3 papers to get an idea. So creating an organized system for something that has a lot, and I mean a lot of pieces, I have to start with the big stuff. So basically I have to look at what big stuff I have, break down the categories and see how exactly it's going to work for me. And then I take those big items and divide them up and categorize the things that I use and kind of get them into bigger groups of things instead of tiny individual things. So that being said, here's a look at what this wall was going to be. You can see it says shelving, 3.5 feet. It was going to be 4 feet, but that would have been too much, and I'm glad I went with the 3.5. So 3.5 feet and 2 rows of 8 baskets, which I'm actually doing 2 rows of 5, making it 10, because I thought I had 10, but I only have 9. Don't know how that happened. That's a very odd number for me to have, but either way, this is what it was before anything went up. So it's pretty exact, and I love it. It served its exact purpose. The Cricut went up there, goodies went up there, and so on. So basically what this station is for my fabric overflow tools and stuff like that. On the wall we have the Ikea baskets. You can get those from, I think it's like 3 something or 4 something. I'm not really sure, but I know $4 a basket is not bad at all when you can get them to hang and all that. And yes, these baskets can come apart. All you have to do is put a zip tie. That is it. And then you're good to go. Up here, I just have this little tiered organizer, and it's really not for this, but I just threw these in there and it kind of worked. It's all my little booklets for my punch boards, and then some decor that I'm going to be hanging, some books that were cute in the room, my Cricut pens or markers or whatever, Cricut Explore Air 2, and then my embossing folders, my markers, a little bit of ribbon, Cricut cartridges, and so on. And then here I just put tiny spaces for my shelves and just filled them with fabric. And this is some of this is the vintage fabric that I found at the thrift store in a big bag. And then this is just some all of this stuff is either thrift store finds or really high clearance finds. And then this fabric-y stuff, guys. Fun little containers full of creative things. And then same thing going down here, elastic, leather cording, elastic, and then felt. This is just for one of my little display things. Ribbons, ribbon, paper tickets, and then more fun creative stash stuff. All I did was use the Dollar Tree little faux acrylic containers and just spaced my little shelving very tight, and it just gives me room to put a bunch of goodies. And this is usually what happens when I'm creating. I get a container, throw the stuff into it, and then I'll put it away just as is. So this actually works. It gives me a nice coordinated spot to tuck those things in so I can kind of peek into here and I can still see it, but it's nice and stored together. And then just some more crafty goodies, adhesive ribbon, some tulle, bows, string, so on, and then other crafty goodness stuff. And then here are the purses that I use for the CTP crossbody, some Cricut fabric, and then more supplies. Here goes some fabric, and then we have rolls of yarn. I just put these little trays in here because I didn't want to get rid of the trays, but I didn't have a specific place for them, but it's just baskets of yarn and stuff. And then here I have tools, like I have all of my blades, Cricut tools, pencils, random measuring tape, little spatulas, and so on. So Below that I have my cutting boards. That one has 2 on it because they could both fit, so it was awesome. And then just more embellishments and overflow pens and pencils and stuff. So this area is really putting in some work, storing all of the things that I use but I don't access daily or don't have a large collection of to coordinate into its own space. So this was this. And this is probably going to be the majority of the vlog. So if you stuck around, we're going to have some fun looking at what I did. And then over here, this was this. Large shelf, small shelf, pegboard, and cutting boards. So this is what we're looking at. We have a pegboard full of goodies. This is basically like little hand tools that I use, my punch boards that I use. There's one down here I haven't drilled a hole into yet, and there's some extra stuff like the tools and stuff that I was using. But these, all I did was, if you missed it in the last vlog, I punched where I drilled a tiny little drill bit hole, put one of those little hooks on it, and then on the inside just balled up some hot glue up in there so it doesn't come out, and hung them on a 3M little hook doohickey. And I did pop a tiny nail through there just so in case the adhesive comes off and they pop off the wall, they don't fall and get damaged and stuff, because those little blades fall out and all that. So I did that. And just more crafty goodness, guys. Lots of paper goodies in here, all of my little paper pads, my punch shelf thing. Guys, I found this thing at Habitat for Humanity Restore, and I want to say it was like 20 bucks or something. It was like some insane price because this thing is solid wood, heavy duty, and it is so awesome for punches and stuff. So I found this thing. I think it was less than 20 bucks. I don't remember. Anyway, got that. And yeah, that's just what this wall is looking like. I got my little texture boutique on there. I was asked how I hung this up. All it is these little cheapy brackets. We folded the end up so it could sit on there nice and firm. Doesn't, when it slides around, it doesn't fall off, anything like that. That was me testing it so you could see it didn't fall off. And yeah, so this space was that. How cool, right? I know. Okay, so don't mind all this scattered stuff. All of this is stuff that I'm still using and just kind of finding a place for, but I figured it was good enough to show you guys since we made some huge progress in this space. And then this one here is this wall. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love this wall. So much creative stuff. I love it. Okay, so the top are my Ikea containers. I think these are $4 a piece. I have one with rolls in it to repurpose, like cardboard rolls, duct tape rolls, paper towel rolls, so on and so on. Here I have scraps. Here is all things ribbon. So there's a lot of ribbon rolls in there. Also in there. There I have fabric scraps. There I have little containers, miscellaneous containers. And there I have a lot of jute, or like, what do you call it? I can't think of the word. Anyway, the stuff you use to strap stuff down to your truck, that. I can't even think of the word. Then I have some boxes full of things there. And then those up there are junk journal theme and supplies. Here, you guys saw me haul this not too long ago. It was actually a cassette holder, vintage. And I found it for like $4, I think. And the hubby actually cut it down a little bit to fit inside the shelf, and it fits so perfect that like we didn't even have to mount it or anything. It's like shoved in there, but it fits awesome. And he cut it down a few strips for me and all that stuff. So we cut it down to fit. And then that holds all the inks. This one down here, this little tiered organizer, was from Giant Dollar for $1. It's holding the eyeshadows that I repurposed into like dusts for shading on images. These are my dowel blenders that I made using furniture pads, and don't mind my fingers, it's stained from the table downstairs. Anyway, using furniture pads with adhesive and a dowel. It was an actual rubber stamp from Target Dollar Spot. Christmas last year, I just took off the stamp. It was a little Santa Claus. Put that on there, and now I have the perfect blender for my Tim Holtz Distress Oxide ink things. So there's that. And then I have more ink pads. Boogie was playing with the stamps today, so that's there. And then we have more ink back there. And if you don't know, I showed you guys repurposing some products for blenders. So what I did with these are actually foam brush sticks. I'll show you which foam brushes I'm talking about. These are the foam brushes. These are the sticks. All I did was take furniture pads with the little nail heads and tap them into the stick. That is it. And when I finally find one that is going to be a repeat use, see, I label it with masking tape. And I did the same thing with corks, wine bottle corks. Super simple, self-explanatory, and you can change it out whenever it just gets too clogged with stuff. And my favorite one, I think, is gonna have to be, well, it's probably not my favorite. Anyway, I took the Michaels jar, like little plastic mason jar stamps, washed them off, and used them for staining. I also did that with eyeshadow palettes, the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes that we got a long time ago for free through couponing and actually made a lot of money off of. I took out the eyeshadow, and you can actually use them if they're pearlescent and stuff as a type of like glimmer mist. And I put, again, furniture pads, a thicker stitched one, like a thick, harder one, and I take it and I dab it onto the ink pad, like so. I just dab it on there, and then I blend it onto the page. And it's super easy, and it's become one of my absolute favorites, and I use it all the time. So yeah, I think that one is my first favorite, and then those are my second favorite for blending the liquid inks or liquid stains onto images. And then I used simple plain 2x4s for my glazes and sprays and all that fun crafty stuff. I love it. And then all of my, this is all things like inking, coloring, things like that. So markers, pencils, matte pencils, cool crayons, cool chalk and markers and stuff. And then paints and paints and paints down there. And that is it for that first section. And then we're gonna go here. Oh, I found these two during the Hobby Lobby like massive clearance. How freaking cool is that? So yeah, feel free to check out my affordable craft supplies hauls on my playlist. I have a full playlist for you guys, and we even test out some of the products. We take a look at it and we kind of use it, see if it's worth it and stuff like that, because I think it's a lot of fun to share that information. You actually get to see if it works before rushing out to the store and, you know, looking for specific things. Okay, so my washi looks like this. So beautiful. And it's actually 97-cent curtain rods from Walmart, guys. All you gotta do is get them, cut them down to fit, and you can do that easily with the set of pliers, bending the metal back and forth to the mark where you want to cut it, and get them to fit into your space. And if you need to, you can actually put some holes in there, like we did, with some small screws. Just hold them in place, and that's it. I mean, pretty self-explanatory, and you can see it holds a massive collection of washi, and it's here and it's not on my wall. I don't have to worry about mounting it to my wall or damaging the wall and so on. I do need more, because this is what it was before. Now these I made a long time ago, these little things out of shipping boxes, but I kind of like them, so I'm just gonna leave them like this for now unless my collection grows too much, because all of these are actually full of washi as well, so except for that one. I did a lot of purging. I actually got rid of about 1,000 pieces of washi, so there's that. One of my favorite things though in my washi collection is repurposing washi containers. So even though they're used for storing and selling washi, all I do is cut off a little slit right there so the tape can roll out, and all of your unraveling washi have a nice clean home forever, and you don't have to worry about them unraveling and falling into each other and looking so messy and unorganized. And I get a lot of people that send empty boxes to me specifically for that reason. So yes, I'll take your trash, because one man's trash is another man's treasure. And that is all the unraveling washi. As you can see, they're all kind of hanging out of their boxes there. It's one of my absolute favorite things about my washi collection, is just that, because I think it just looks so cute to have them all peeking out of their containers. All right, so there's more washi there, and my cool Wish app vintage washi there, and then you can see I found some recently. So yeah, moving on. These are my adhesives. Just some really awesome finds, like the decoupage gloss seal from $10 to $2.50. My fast finish decoupage bonds and seals beacon whatever from $11 to $2.75. Just a lot of awesome clearance finds at Hobby Lobby, guys. So definitely check out that playlist because we share all that stuff here in the community. And then some binders. These are pocket letter binders. OM gosh, I was unpacking and I had to go through them all, and they were all so awesome, and it was so much fun to just kind of go through and see everybody's creative ideas and stuff again, since I haven't been able to do anything. Here we have journals, top stuff, and then we have sticky notes and my little containers that I got from Giant Dollar with my rolls of planner stickers. And then these are all planner stickers here in the binders. Okay, and then we have planners. So yeah, and then here we have the inserts and stuff that I show you guys how to make for your planners. So beautiful, so beautiful, guys. This is what I'm talking about when I'm like, I can't wait to get creative, because I know I've been, you know, able to be creative throughout my house since we just moved, and I've been able to decorate and like design and stuff. But this is what I mean, like playing with inks and stamps and, you know, that kind of creative. Like, this is so cute. Before we moved, I was playing around with meshing the junk journals with the mini happy planner, and it was becoming one of my most favorite themes and setups. And I created a full playlist of that, you know, creating all of these goodies. I mean, check it out. How freaking beautiful is that, right? I know. And if you don't know what a junk journal is, just look it up. It's so awesome. Definitely my style of creative craftiness. So that's what I mean when I say I want to get dirty. Like, that's what I mean. So there's more planner stuff, planner stickers, planner discs, some overflow binders. So when I need more for my planner specific stickers, I can put them into that. Adult coloring books and little things, notepads, clipboards. And then here I have my mini paper pads, my alphas, labels and stickers. And then these are all the big sheets of stickers because I don't have anywhere to put them moving into this room. Because even though it looks like it has a lot of space, it's actually like a small kids room, and we just maximize the space like cray cray. Okay, these are all of my regular stickers. As you can see, we have like Critters 3D here, and we have Thickers 3D, emoji, what is it? Fabric, fashion, floral, food, and these are flat stickers. So all of my sticker collection, guys, is in here. And if you know anything about my sticker collection, you know that it is huge. But this has been one of the best systems to get everything into, and I absolutely love it. And it's worked perfectly this far, holding a ton of product. Okay, here's my embellishment boxes. These were awesome from King Dollar. Love them. Here's more embellishment stuff. So this is basically embellishments if you haven't put that together so far. We have beads and glitter and stuff, die cuts, and just all kinds of stuff, guys. All kinds of stuff. Bling, everything for embellishment is here. Awesome. Then we have everything vintage. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite part of the room. The pre-stained papers, and oh, I just love this area so much. Oh my goodness, just so many awesome creative juices ready to flow. Like, not even kidding. So again, this wall actually looked like this whenever I was organizing. And I think it translated well into real life. Okay, and then here I have my Ikea carts, which I love, to be honest. Like, I really do, because they hold so much, but they keep it nice and organized. I have all of my stamps in this first one. And then here I have my plastic scraps because I use all this stuff for planners and stuff like that. And then here I have miscellaneous. Here I have embellishments. This one is just full of cute little embellishments. And I just kind of toss them in here and use them as I need them. They make for really cute like tags and stuff for gifts and all that. This is my tags drawer. Cute. And you can find all this stuff on clearance, guys, in my hauls for like pennies. Look at that. So adorable. And of course, I was gifted a ton of it from friends to the channel. This is a miscellaneous. I still haven't put really much in there. Zip ties. Gotta have zip ties. Bags. And miscellaneous supplies. Okay. And then I still use my little organizer box here, guys. I love this. I love it. Okay, here is just miscellaneous. This one kind of got flipped up by the movers. Ribbons. There we go. Adhesive stuff. Hook stuff or clip stuff. Little metals and woods. Fabric. Fabric. Elastics and baggies. More fabric. And more fabric, or ties, or whatever you want to call it. So that's what's in those three. Fully functional, really easy to keep organized, and even the kids can go through here and find whatever they need. This is actually where I keep all my paper pads here. The pink ones are actually seasonal. So I have 2 Christmas, 1 Halloween, and a fall box right there. I still need a lot more, to be honest. I need 1 for miscellaneous for the things that you don't buy too much of, you know, like 4th of July or something like that, where you're not going all out and doing like full, you know, big time projects. Clear white ones are all my paper. Okay. And how I categorize them, it's not in alphabetical order. Kind of don't feel like there's a need for that, but I just keep in mind how I think of them when I look at them. So for me, I have like floral focus, when the majority of the prints are basically focused on floral prints, or letter and book focus. So that one looks like handwritten letters or book pages and stuff like that. Or theme specific, like it's a coffee theme, or it's a country theme, or it's a back to school theme, or a llama theme. That's when I put it into theme specific. Over here, I have my repurposed paper product. Or repurposed product, pretty much. It has things like calendars, folders, gift bags, all kinds of stuff. Because if you know anything at all about my channel, you remember that I started it by using dollar store products to create planners, and I like literally hunted the store for like 2 hours to figure out the best set of supplies for you guys to use. And that was such an old playlist, but it was so worth it, and the information is still valid, and it taught me a lot when, you know, getting into this DIY journey on planners and stuff like that. So there is that. This is all repurposed paper supplies. Okay, and then I think that is it, guys. So this is my work surface where I work. I try to keep as much as I can close by. You guys know that when I do projects, I use the basics. I get rulers, blades, scissors, basics. And that is pretty much it, guys. I do hope that you enjoy seeing this room. I would show you outside of the room, but I got a hallway full of crap that needs to go into the attic. I have a lot of containers that I did have to downsize out of containers and kind of find ways to have things out in the open but consolidated, because the containers just took up a little bit more space and didn't let you maximize the full space for the quantity that I had. So I had to find a way to keep it all together, organized, displayed without containers. So I have like a buttload of pink stuff that I'm gonna have to sell or gift to some friends or something. I don't know. So the one thing I have learned that I will have to do being in this house is be very selective about storage. I can't buy the cutesy little containers and sets anymore and stuff because I just don't have anywhere to put them. But aside from that, that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here because I think my craft room took up basically the whole vlog, but this is what I've been doing for the past 2.5 days. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen plenty of updates showing you guys how much progress I've made each day because I have been hitting it hard. And we did stop in between, of course, to, you know, parent and stuff. So yeah, it's all about balance. So if you enjoyed this vlog, guys, go ahead and check out the channel and subscribe for more videos, including new tutorials coming soon. Of course, keeping in mind that I still have to work on the house because we do all the house work ourselves, like the painting and the stuff like that. And I have 2 restrooms to do and a hallway. And my part, as far as painting, will be done for now until we start doing stuff outside. So go ahead and follow the channel if you want to see some more fun tutorials with all these goodies coming up. Follow me on Instagram and my Facebook group for updates on projects and things to come, or just everyday stuff that we're doing. You can find that at Coupons to Provide, and don't forget, guys, keep couponing. Bye!